fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They go play action here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
We all have habits. They can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. Off play action. Marshall eluding the pressure right. And able to find Dorsett. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll run with Cook. Powers through. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 6-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 6 yards still to go here on second and goal. Spinning away. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. McCluster. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll run again with McCluster. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a toss to McCluster. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he motions the wide receiver. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's go.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And an alley to run. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. And the wideout in motion. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my play list, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Looking to throw on second down. Marshall looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Colts on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Marshall. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Shepard will go in motion right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sterling Shepard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On the ground, here's McCluster again. And he is level. Knocked down hard. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's got Fuller. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And he's going to be stopped dead in his his tracks at the 44-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Flex round, here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's McCluster to start the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
It's McCluster, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw is Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. It's caught. Shepard. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be out of of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, Cook. A beautiful spin and room to run. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
McCluster. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Texans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Watson now to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Look at the spin. Balance. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Off the play fake. Marshall looking for Shepard deep. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Throwing again. Marshall. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Colts on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Marshall. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their third straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now out comes Houston. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets them 8. Final shot before the break. Watson going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. So we've come upon... So no update from Larry after 17 weeks. Folks are saying, let's get on with the show. So we'll oblige as we get you set for the second half kickoff. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Watson off play action. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is knocked down from the side. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They run with McCluster. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run. Back to throw, Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. McCluster on the toss. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now running right through it. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Let's go. Brian 38. Brian 38.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Handoff comes to Cook, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. He just saw a great
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now a first down throw, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Room here to run. And he's he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Texans cut into that lead. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And he motions the wide receiver. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Wide open receiver complete. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here we go. 38.
Again, it's Cook. Oh, a nice spin. And he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Whoosh. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 38-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's McCluster. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll send a receiver in motion left. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Something got lost in translation in this game. He's run the ball really well, done all the things that you want in a game plan, but unable to convert it into points, unable to ring the bell consistently enough to make it a winning effort.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. First down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the red zone now, Watson. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. A give. This is Cook. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now on 4th down, Chuck Pagano turns to the field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Bryant's kick is good. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. And the Bucs having little problem in that one. They've just opened the lead a bit further. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. And the Bucs having little problem in that one. They've just opened the lead a bit further. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this.